Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Reflex TV.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Reflex TV. We're here at the MX vs ATV Reflex of Nations, where the world's top 3 greatest riders come together as a team to compete for the ultimate honor, being crowned champions for their country. The excitement is palpable, and we're ready to kick things off with the opening ceremony. So without further ado, let's drop the gate and get this thrilling competition underway. I couldn't be more excited, folks.
Welcome to the 2024 Reflex Motocross of Nations. Are you ready, Reflex TV?
Alright guys, we are back and on board with your 6-time champion Wire. A Wire with the whole shot. That was a beautiful start from Wire. Pedri coming around the outside, hits the double clean, gets around him. Now Wire won this thing back in 2021. That was the last time we've done a Reflex of Nations. So Wire has his mindset today on defending that championship for USA. He's got Matthew on team as his MX2 rider, and Don't Trip on the 250 for him. And all 3 of those guys are Americans, so they all really want to win. Matthew is very fast. So yeah, they have a very high chance of winning. But right now we got your 2-time Reflex champion Pedri out front, trying to run away from this. Wire trying to reel him in. I believe Ollie is behind Wire right now, and Matthew as well. I'm not sure the positions yet. We will find out soon. I'm going to have to switch over to figure that one out. Oh, Pedri didn't get through that as clean. Wire reeling him in. Oh, Wire with a huge mistake. That's gonna allow Ollie and Matthew. So as like I said, I was correct. Ollie now sitting in 2nd, and Matthew sitting in 3rd. Wire now in 4th. Oh, and Matthew makes a huge mistake. Hits the hay bell. That's gonna put Wire in 3rd. Now setting his sights on Ollie. Now, Ollie is a new guy. For the OGs that don't know, very fast rider as well. Looking to get his first Motocross of Nations win. I believe he is on a team with Tom 40. I'm going to have to look at that to be 100% sure. Both hitting that section very well. Yeah, but they're still trying to catch your 2-time champion Pedri. On board with Pedri. Pedri right now with the lead. He's got about a 4-second gap, almost 5, as he just obliterates that inside corner. Does the outside right there. Oh, a little mistake. Cases that triple. It's not going to affect him any. I'm not sure who's in 2nd. I believe it's Ollie, but that little mistake didn't affect him much because he's still got a 5, almost 6-second gap now. Pedri is just on rails at the moment. Oh, a little bit of an overjump right there. Still was able to get through that. Yeah, very clean ride right now from Pedri, starting off these beginning laps of this first moto. It's a long race. 10 laps is long on this track, with it being over 2-minute lap times. This section is very tricky as he comes in and just rails it, but it gets sketchy. Yep, goes through. Oh, and just like that, Pedri makes a huge mistake, swaps out down the straightaway as he clips the side of the fence. He only has about 1 second gap now. He did take a look back. I believe it's Ollie now in second, and he is going to be putting the pressure on. So just like that, that comfortable little gap that Pedri has now has turned to nothing. He did pull another second on Ollie, so I do think Pedri right now is the fastest rider on the track as he just comes up a little short on that triple, shoots to the outside. Is he gonna? Oh yeah, Pedri goes for the big line off of the outside and just nails it, so he goes triple quad. Going on board with Matthew now. Now Matthew's video is a little off sync, so the whole team of Reflex TV, to get these videos to go on sync, the best thing you could do is actually not edit your video, guys. Like, don't do any type of cropping or anything like that. Now, as far as right now, Matthews is the only one that's like, and it's not bad. It's just a few tenths of a second off. That's why when I went over to the other screen, it was the same place of where Pedri was. But other than that, I'm going to move on from that. I just want to let everyone know that's why it's like that. Either way, Matthew, though, coming off of a very bad start, Matthew is now about 3 seconds off from the lead and has his sights on Pedri and Ollie. It looks like Ollie was able to get around Pedri, if you could see up on Matthew's screen. Yeah, right now Matthew is just pushing, doing as hard as he can right now to be able to catch the leaders. Very fast. Now, I believe Matthew is the only one to be able to get into the 2:17 lap time, which is insanely fast. So, we know for a fact that Matthew has the speed to catch these guys. To that inside, just absolutely whacks that corner. Look, watch this line right here. Jumps and misses the kicker all the way. Starts from the outside, jumps to the inside, extremely fast. You got Wire sitting in fourth behind Matthew. Matthew was able to get around Wire. Wire now, you can see Wire on the other side, trying to make his comeback, as he's been messing up as well. If you watch Matthew, he's got it completely as he makes a huge mistake. Luckily had about a 4-second gap on Wire. Wire was not able to take advantage of that. Shoots to the inside. Matthew doing what he can. Now going on board with Tom as he is trying to get around POV 3. Wires right in front of him. POV, your 3-time Motocross Reflex champion, is alongside of Wire. Oh, POV going in. Do they come together? That's going to mess them up. They both get messed up. Tom goes to the block pass. Those, I don't know. Woo, though, it's getting wild out here. So now Wire trying to regroup after that block pass from Tom. That allows David to work his way by. So just like that, it went from close, both of them three-way battle, to now 15, 16 seconds back. Tom's going to have to do what he can to work his way to where he was. The S corner, it's a tricky section, trying to find traction. Track is very slick. Ooh, gets the triple very cleanly. Goes into this tight left-hander, whacks that corner. That was textbook of how you hit that corner. Yeah, this is going to be a good battle. Oh, it's on. Clips the tire. He is down. I think David made a mistake right in front. That allows Wire to get around David. So now Wire sitting in fifth, David in sixth, and Tom in seventh. 17 seconds back from the lead. You can see POV on the other side. He's trying to work his way up front as well. We already know he has the speed as well to catch these guys. A lot of heavy hitters mid-pack right now. Oh, a little overjump right there. That allows Tom to catch him, though. Had so much speed. David, he hit the triple quad. That's going to reel in Wire as he goes around. He's trying to make the pass. Switching on board with your three-time champion POV. He is sitting in fourth right now, 11 seconds down, 12 seconds down from the leaders. Oh, he got bucked pretty hard coming into that corner. He got really lucky that it didn't push him completely off the track. He's on the edge right now, POV. He's really going for it. You can see that the top three right now, just right on the left side, on the other side of the track. They're right there. And as I say that, POV makes a huge mistake. And 50-50's the right. He's going to be able to double this and triple out. Comes into that slick S corner. Rails the outside. Sheets back to the inside. Now we're on board as one of the best whip glitchers in the game. Yep, he hits a triple very cleanly. Now you would say he didn't lose much. He's only 12 seconds down still. Oh, talk about being on rails. He is on the absolute edge right now. Big whip glitch right there. That was insane. The keyboard, the things that you could do on keyboard different than controller is just insane on this game. And you are watching one of the best keyboard players to ever do it. Oh, 50-50 right there. Wire, you can see on the other, is gaining on POV. A lot of heavy hitters right now battling for that fourth spot. Oh! Got his front end very high. So sketchy. Is he going to be able to triple? Yep, he goes triple. And then quads out. That's going to give him little case right there, but not going to hurt him. We're going to switch over on board with David as the battle is heating up between him and Tom. David going to shoot to the inside, do a quick scrub off that single. It's a double very cleanly. David has been so fast in practice, and as I say that, Tom just wads himself down that hill. But anyways, David has been so fast during practice. I watched him ride and all the videos that he's posted. He's just looked so fast, and as I say that, he 50-50, something that I did not see much was a mistake in practice, and it is unraveling right now for David, but still only 22 seconds back. Not bad for as many mistakes that he has gone through this moto. We're a little case right there. Still able to make it. Tom comes in, tries to give him a little love tap. Checks up for him for the inside. David holding his ground at the moment. Oh, absolutely perfect with a nice triple. Looks like he's going to be able to create a gap between him and Tom to give him some space so that way he's not having all that pressure. Yep, David right now looking really comfortable. As I say, that clips the fence, but was able to hold on. Middle rut right here goes double, single. I don't know if anybody is doing this line besides David. Jumps singles out to the outside, which allows him to get over that tabletop. So it is fast. I don't know if it's faster, but it's not slower. Nice line from David. Double right there, and it's able to triple out. Shoots to the inside, absolutely railed it. Oh, he goes for the triple. Oh, he's going to miss the quad out, though, but step on, step off wasn't bad. David on rails at the moment. Now going on board with your 250 rider, Newthy, who is absolutely flying right now on this 250. Would shock me if he wasn't. I mean, this is a 5-time Reflex champion for a reason. He has definitely put his name in the record books as one of the greatest to ever play this game. But yeah, I knew that he could have been an amazing front runner with the abilities to absolutely dominate win. He stepped down to a 250 class that gave his team the best chance of winning. Now, I believe Newthy, I don't even want to say it because I'm not 100% sure what exact team he's on, so I will wait till the end of this race to figure out the team before we start this, so that way I don't mess up with that. But yeah, I knew that he just on rails at the moment, 250 class. He is leading, I'm pretty sure, all of the 250s, sitting in 8th place. He's got 5-time champion Rowdy's right behind him, which is another legend. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of heavy hitters, and Rowdy's was one guy as well to step down. Oh, as I say that, Newthy with a huge mistake. It's going to have to double this. Let's see if he can triple out. Yep. Yeah, any rider willing to step down on this track to a 250 is a big help. This track is very, very tough on a 250 with the jumps being so big. It's definitely a whip glitch type track, you could say. It's very flowy, but I mean, you lose rhythm, and if you're capable of whip glitching the way POV does, or even Rowdy's, I mean, Rowdy's I feel like would be a lot easier on a 250 because he is such a great whip glitcher as well. Newthy, though, just absolutely railing right now on that 250, giving his toe, as I say that, does a little mistake right there. It's not going to affect him as he's got 7 seconds on Rowdy's, almost 8. See if you can get to his inside. Yep, absolutely whacks that inside rut. As you can see right there, as Newthy's just trying to get every little inch. I mean, you got to just absolutely hit these corners perfect to even have a chance of downsiding these jumps. And one mistake, it's very tough. Like that slide out right there, dude, barely gets over it. Same with this. I think he's going to have to yep, he's going to have to double and double again and double again, just like that. Like usually the fast line would be triple in there. Double. Triples onto that step on, step off. Newthy flying. Beautiful ride from Newthy so far. Now on board with your other 5-time MX ATV Reflex champion, Rowdy's. Now, Rowdy's is the other 250 rider sitting in 9th right now. He would be your second fastest rider as he just misses that. He was going for that double. Like I said, this track is very tough on a 250. Honestly, these guys have to downside everything absolutely perfect to be able to get over these jumps, just to be able to make them. This is honestly not one of my favorite picks for a Motocross of Nations. I really wish it was something that fit a 250 rider more, because these jumps are just way too massive. Like really, they're huge. Makes it tough for these 250 guys, but when you got a guy like Rowdy's and Newthy both being legends in the game, they find ways to make it work. Anyways, though, you can see Newthy right in front of him. He's pushing. And if you're going by 250 standards, he's only got one 250 guy in front of him. That would be Newsy. So I mean, this is first and second in your 250 group. I guess the key to 250 class is these guys are trying to minimize the damage as much as they possibly can. That would be the best thing you can on 250. I mean, obviously, if you could freaking win on 250, you're an absolute animal. But we've only seen that one time ever in Reflex history, and that would be Vigo Aussie Thunder. Aussie was able to beat all 450s on a 250 in this game, and we've never seen that again. Just an amazing ride. These guys are no slouch at all. Just got to absolutely hit it perfect. But also, Aussie, when he did it, we were on a much better track. The track hit a 250 style, much easier. Brody's, is he going to be able to get it? Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Downsides that triple, goes triple, triple. You're going to be able to slingshot in that corner. Just doing his best to be able to make up time on Newsy and just click off that extra, minimize the damage as much as possible. Great ride from Roddy so far.
Now going back on board with Matthew in a three-way battle with Pedri and Ollie. Ollie right now with the lead. Matthew doing everything he can to
work his way up. Oh, cow. Blue flag. Move out of the way. Matthew goes for the jugular. Uh-oh, and Pedri gets taken out by the lapper. No way. So now Matthew in second, Pedri in third. Hal needs to get out of the way. The blue flag is out. He is now past Matthew. Matthew jumps over, cuts off Cal, so he can get out of the way. Pedri trying to get around her lapper. Cal needs to move. Such a frustrating thing that just happened for Pedri. If I was Pedri, I would be so frustrated. Pedri, the best thing he can do right now is to be cool, calm, and collected. Just try to figure out a way to regroup right now and latch on to Matthew and catch Ollie, because right now he's 7 seconds behind Ollie. Oh, and as I say that, misses the inside, has to go to the outside. He's going to double. Gets over the step on. He has to regroup at this point. Just very frustrating. He's now 7 seconds back on board with Matthew. I apologize. 2 seconds behind. Matthew, capable of a 217. He's going to have to do that right now on this last lap to be able to make up the 3 seconds. He's the only one capable of a 217. I have not seen anybody do that. I believe the 217 is the lap record here, and Matthew holds that. So 3 seconds apart, Matthew's going to have to pull that out. This is last lap. It's all or nothing. Matthew riding for USA wants that win. Oh, and as I say, that makes a huge mistake. That's going to drop another second. Ollie just adding some comfort to that lead. Now, as I was talking about Pedri needing to regroup, Pedri is now closing in on Matthew, which is only 2 seconds behind him. Ollie, 4 seconds up now. Matthew's going to have to hope for a miracle where Ollie makes a huge mistake or crashes. The line down this straightaway. Watch how he jumps over that braking bump, comes into that inside right as hard as he can, whacks that corner, gets over that double cleanly, downsides the tabletop, slingshots out of that inside. Beautiful ride from Matthew. Just one mistake short as that 3 second gap has now increased and he cases it. That's pretty much going to seal the deal right there. Ollie making it count. Oh, Matthew going for the triple quad. Last ditch effort. Drops about a second, but it's just too short for the way in there. Yep. Ollie with the victory. Matthew coming with the second for USA. Back on board with your 6-time champion, Matt Wire, trying to get around POV. Battles all over the place. Wire, gonna be a little short. POV in third, or in fourth, I should say. Apologize. Back on board with Tom in sixth. On board with David in seventh. On board with Newthy in eighth on the 250. Beautiful ride from Newthy. Oh, he's going to case that triple. Back on board with Rowdy's in ninth. Oh, going to case the triple as well. Man, this track is tough on a 250. Rowdy's just doing everything he can to finish the race and comes up just a little short on that. Both him and Newthy.
Hey everyone, it's the Track Walk team bringing you the latest on the standings as we head into Moto 2. Here's how the teams are looking. Team 2, with Tom, Ollie, and Newthy, are currently holding the lead with 15 points. Team 1, featuring POV3, Pedri, and Rowdy's, is in a close second with 16 points. Team 3, comprised of Wire, Matthew, and Don't Trip, are holding strong in third place with 17 points. Team 4, with riders David, Cal, and Hill 199. They've had a slow start but are showing promise, currently sitting fourth with 30 points. The competition is fierce among teams 1, 2, and 3, with only 3 points separating them as we approach Moto 2. In other news from Team Roger DeCoster Aussie has reported that Don't Trip on the 250F is having difficulty getting power to the ground while making jumps. As it seems, this is a common issue for all the 250F riders at the moment. It'll be interesting to see if teams decide to make adjustments to their bike setup to adapt to the track conditions before Moto 2. Now back to the Reflex TV crew. Thanks for tuning in.
As the dust settles from an intense first moto, we've just witnessed some unforgettable action here at the Motocross of Nations. The energy is electric, and the stakes couldn't be higher as we gear up for Moto 2. Riders from all corners of the globe are pushing their limits and battling for national pride, showcasing unparalleled skill and speed on this legendary track. We've seen fierce battles, nail-biting passes, and a determination that only the best in the world can bring. It's a true spectacle of motocross excellence, and with Reflex TV at the helm, we're bringing you every thrilling moment. So grab your gear and settle in, because Moto 2 is just around the corner. Who will emerge victorious? Which country will take home the glory? Stick with us as we dive back into the fray and find out who has what it takes to rise to the top. Let's get ready to race.